Hi, LeFou, Channel 347. Only me, Nico. Um, I'm back on. Just doing a little video today. I'm not doing much. I'm just seeing how things. There's kind of like sunny thing there a minute ago. I'm slightly out of my. I've had more cherry bomb, but you've got to get used to how I kind of. No, I'm going to stop this. No, I'm not. Does it matter? I don't think so. I've just been to the library, Egham, and I had to do a job search for JSA, and one of the things I thought I'd say today was about tax credit and JSA, so job seekers allowance and the tax credit system. And you're not told this when you kind of become unemployed and start looking for a job, but there are different, like if you were ill, you can get kind of illness related benefits. But most people go for job seekers allowance because that's what you're told to go for when you haven't got a job. But did you know that you could set up? All you have to do is say you're running your own business, basically, um, and just work out a few ground bits. You don't have to do any writing or anything. Just think of something you want to buy and sell, and then it becomes a business. That's yours. You don't have to sign up to it. You don't have to kind of limit it. Limited. You don't have to anything. You just say you're running a business. Now, if you make less than 9,000 a year, you can get £50 a week from the Inland Revenue. That comes every week, £50 a week, because you're earning less than what you should be by law in this country. I know this country's a bit unique like that, but that's the way it works here, and the law is, we are the gatekeepers of, some say heaven, some say hell. There's more than that, another time, but I ain't going there now. But, I know some people will think, but if I say I'm setting up a business and I haven't even got a business, and I'm not going to tell a lie, so, that would be lying, that I say I'm running something that I'm not. No, if you knew how much they have taken from you from birth, and you add that up, the fraud, because they owe you quite a lot of money actually. They owe you a share of the profit they made since your birth, because they put, as soon as you were born, birth certificate gives you a number which goes onto the share market. And some system or other, don't quote me, where it goes exactly, I don't know, but it does. And without telling you, they kind of like draw out money in your name because they know you're gonna be doing stuff for them for one whole lifetime, and they've got that all planned out for you. You didn't know at the time. How could you know? Your parents took your birth certificate and they did it for you because that's where you thought reality was. And I say was because it might be for you, but it isn't for me. It's changed. Reality has changed. So I'm going to tell you more about that sometime. But believe me, I would not be sitting on a hill, and in this place. I'm living here in the woods. Believe me, I wouldn't be sitting here in the woods if it weren't for the fact that I changed a few things. Anyway, I'm going on tax credit, right? Because I'm setting up my own business now. I am actually. It's kind of got it worked out now. But it's not the way they want. They would want to see a business start the way I want to start a business. And I got mixed up with, I nearly went on enterprise allowance. You get a bit more than, the JSA, I think, for a few weeks. And, thinking about that, was it worth it? No, I was thinking of the loan, £2,000 you can get, and then just kind of running with it, and never paying it back. But the thing is, I'm going to start a business anyway. It's going to make a lot of money. And you'll understand that, I guess, when you don't have to. I'm not asking anybody to understand it, but you will if you do follow. And some people will, some people won't. Hey. But anyway, that one, I'm going to go on because I haven't done one of these for a while. And I mean, we got the subject, right, which is tax credit. Get off JSA and go on to tax credit because it's like £50 a week. All you have to do is a set of accounts once a year, and you kind of, that's so easy. Please, it's one page once a year, or is it twice a year? I don't know. They'll tell you that. It's very easy. This is not signing on every 2 weeks. This is a piece of paper sent to them once every 2 weeks, and you'd be very unlucky if they checked you out. Because, to be honest, you're small fry. The Inland Revenues who make the best money. They wake up in the morning and they say, well, which company are we going to go and have a look at today, check their accounts, and what dinner can we have, So he takes his wife, on 3 days out a week to any company he likes, because he's checking up on now they only check those companies that, probably provided quite a good service, actually, might even give you dinner for turning up. They're not going to do the me's, right, who live in the woods. They don't. How can he bring his wife here? It doesn't make sense. There's nothing to eat in the hill. He might have got to Egham, and I actually met this guy, this guy's wife, on the bench outside Tesco's earlier in the week. We had a little chat, and that's how I got to know her husband worked for the Inland Revenue. He's got a cushy job, It's a cushy job, I guess, he goes to all the best reference. She was telling me, he's got his priorities right, more or less. He's going for the entertainment value of the job he's got first. That's the most priority, because he asks his wife, during the week, he says, find out where the good restaurants are. So that, he's not going for the job, he's going for the meal. And that's a good priority to have, Anyone would be impressed by that. Any woman. Taking her out for meals and, 3 days a week in a different part of the country. Companies and, people he doesn't have to do too much work. Just check this company over, a few figures, just checking, Anyway, I better go, because, people get worried. Bye.